Yo, what's going on, guys? Team Murph here. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I did 37.4K in a single day on Shopify using TikTok ads. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly the ad account framework, how I'm testing my ads, and how I'm scaling my ads. Everything you need to know about TikTok ads will be in this video. So if you find any value at all, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know. Maybe I'll make more content just like this, actually sharing my screen and sharing the journey. But I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get straight into it. Again, this was 37K in a single day using primarily TikTok ads. So let's rip it. Now, before I start, I'm just going to share with you guys how I'm printing 37K per day. TikTok ads, full breakdown. I'm actually super excited. Like I said, guys, get your notepads out, get whatever, maybe rewatch the video a couple times if this makes sense to you, because I'm going to throw a lot at you right here. So basically, I'll just break down my ad account first. You can see we're doing a bunch of campaign budgets here, 2,300, 1,200, 5K, 1,000, right? We're surfing throughout the day, which I'm going to get to. And I'm running first off, before I start, like, this is a TikTok ad agency account. So basically with the agency accounts, I can target other countries like United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, rather as if I just had a US ad account. Certain ad accounts don't have this, where you can't target other countries. You can only target the United States. So if you want one of those, guys, you can message me on IG at TeamMurphOfficial, and I can help you out there as well. That's just a preface so you know what type of account I'm running on. And let's break this down. So there's 3 campaign types that I run. I'm gonna zoom in. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna zoom in. There's 3 campaign types we need to have on our TikTok ads. I've been doing this, again, probably for about 4 or 5 years on TikTok ads alone, so you guys are in good hands. So the first one is just a CBO straight method. So straight meaning it's just a straight CBO. I don't really do anything ABO. It just doesn't work as well for me. That's just not my thing. But I'll do a campaign budget optimization. So straight up, so it's one CBO with one ad group with 3 to 5 ads in each ad group, okay? And this is for testing. So inside of those 3 to 5 ads, I will also have, a few different ad copies, right? So 1 to 3 ad copies. You can split test it however you want. But that's the first method, right? So it's a CBO, it's just straight up, there's 1 ad group per CBO. I'm not putting like 10 ad groups per CBO. It's 1 CBO, 1 ad group, 3 to 5 ads each in that ad group. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. The next method is smart plus scale, so all ads. So pretty much the smart objective is the new TikTok ad objective, kind of like a Facebook Advantage campaign, kind of similar, or ASC, whatever you want to call it, where pretty much the smart plus scale is you just take all your ads, you put it in one single campaign, and that's like 20 to 30 ads. So once you test a bunch of ads in the CBO, that's kind of how testing strategy works. Let's say, again, just to make this easier, this is like step 1. The first campaign type is almost step 1. So it's CBO, it's straight up, there's 3 to 5 ads in each. Now, if I want to launch a new CBO, I will launch a new CBO, okay, to test 3 to 5 different ads. So let's say you have your first CBO has 3 to 5 of your own ads, okay? These are unique ads. Then you want to test 3 to 5 new ads or new creatives. You just make a new campaign, call it CBO testing 2, and that's going to have 3 to 5 other ads, all right? Those budgets can be anywhere between $50 to $100 for your testing, and that's primarily what you would do before you do smart plus scale. Now, once you figure out what ads work inside the CBO, you take those ads, you vertically scale these, right? So we'll talk about scaling as well. You don't just shut these off, you don't just test in them, you can also scale your testing campaigns, okay? Number 2, like I said, is the smart plus scale. So you take all of your ads, literally all of your ads. I have it right here just to show you. This is called smart plus scale right here. And I took all of my ads, right? I have a couple campaigns here. I took all of my ads, my best ones, I put them in the smart plus scale campaign, and I just let it rip. So I let it rip. There's 3 to 5 ad copies each in there, and 1 to 2 call to action. So I just took my best ad copies from my testing campaign on this, CBO right here, and then I launched them inside my TikTok ads smart plus scale all ads, right? That's why I say all ads campaign. Now the CTAs are just order now and shop now. I don't mess with like the apply now, the interested now, those 10 ones that they give you right away. Turn those off, okay? You only need 1 to 2 CTAs. That's the same thing with the CBO, straight up set up just 1 to 2 CTAs. No need to do that. Now, while you're doing this too, also there's like a little checkbox on the ad level of the CBO straight where it's like, do you want TikTok to show your ads as like winners on their network? Just literally uncheck that because people can just find your product much easier if that's checked off. It pretty much gives permission to TikTok that, hey, I can show this ad to people and they can maybe copy your product. Next type of campaign type I like to run is search campaigns. It's kind of like Google, but for TikTok. So think about all the people that are TikToking, searching on TikTok, right? Your actual product. Now, this is mainly for US. I don't know why. Search campaigns you can only do for United States currently. So the targeting is US. Now, for this targeting, I'm using broad. So like broad targeting is like whatever words you're using, which is like your product. So use your product's main keywords. You can use ChatGPT for this too, or AI, and be like, hey, what are the top 10 most searched keywords that you think my product has on TikTok, right? And it will give you the top 10, place them in there, and then set your bid, because you have to set a bid for this type of campaign to 1 to 1.5x your current CPA. Now that's your, like, let's say it's $30, right? Let's say you're getting $30 cost per acquisition in your other campaigns. Set it to $30 to $45, on that actual bid campaign. Now, I know this was kind of a lot just to show the campaign types, so I'll just break it down for you here. We have a smart, right? These 2 smart campaigns that I'm scaling from the CBO testing campaign. So again, I have a CBO straight campaign, 3 to 5 ads each. That's this campaign right here. Right now it's at 5K budget. I'm just ripping it. Okay, ripping this budget today, and I'm surfing this. Now, if I see it's doing well, I'll lower it or I'll surf it up. If it's doing worse, I'll surf it down. So it depends on what you're doing. In a few minutes, we're going to go over actually how to surf, but I'm just showing you guys the breakdown of what I did here. So again, we have the CBO straight, and then I took the best ads on the CBO testing and I moved them into a smart plus scale campaign. All right, and these other campaigns, like I said, there's a search ads campaign here. Didn't really spend much today, but it does dial in and get some super low cost per acquisitions for you during like the process as your bids get hit. Now, there's so many, I can make like an hour-long video about this, but I'm gonna try to keep condensing it for you. Now, if this bid doesn't spend, just raise it until it spends and then keep it, okay? So just find your sweet spot. If it doesn't spend where you want, raise it by $1, raise it by $4. Just find that gap where it can actually spend for you. Now, let's take a breather. All right, those are the 3 campaign types I'm running right now on TikTok ads to scale my campaigns. All right, so that's the 3 type that that's all you need to know. Literally, that's all you need to know. This is the only video you probably will ever need to watch for TikTok ads. Let's keep going. Split test that I'm running. Before we scale, let me show you guys some split tests that I'm currently running so this actually makes some sense for you. All right, some split tests that I'm running is direct to site. So direct to site is just the ad, okay, when you're at the ad level and you're creating an identity, the direct to site is just your company profile. So like if you're selling, I don't know, like a supplement, it would just be like, whatever your supplement's called, whatever your brand name is called, that's your logo, that's the company title, that's the identity, and you're sending it straight to your website, okay? So to your landing page. Then we have a split test called TikTok profile with URL. That's pretty much running it from the TikTok profile. All right, so that's the TikTok profile or TikTok account connected to your TikTok ad account with the URL. So it's pretty much, we used to call this Spark ads back like years ago, but now it's just whatever they call it. It's just your TikTok profile linked up with the URL. So you're still sending to the same landing page. The only difference here, like I said, is the company profile, which goes direct to site, and then the company TikTok profile with the URL. It's just a good test to see what can give you the lowest CPA. Like I said, not many people are talking about this, just trying to give you the most sauce. Next, what I'm split testing is whitelist, person as identity versus non-whitelist, which is just your company profile, which I had before. So again, the whitelist, imagine I have like Jessica, or her name's just Jessica, right? And I just pull an AI image from ChatGPT, or I just take some other, girl on the profile and I put it in there. Depending on your demographic, right? You can put a girl, you put a guy, whatever, and just put their name. So it almost seems like it's coming from a person rather than a company profile. And I'll share this with you guys when I'm testing here. You can see I have a few whitelist campaigns. This one's whitelist. The CPC is almost like triple less. I know it's been a bit lower today, but you can see the whitelist much lower. So it's 2 ROAS for this one, 10 conversions for the day, and I'm scaling it. But you can see the metrics are much lower, okay? $7 cost per add to cart, $31 cost per conversion. And yeah, it's pretty nuts. So test it out, whitelist versus non-whitelist. And then I have that, how I'm testing that is just a straight up. So it's a CBO. So we go back to the campaign types. It's just one CBO straight up, 3 to 5 ads each, but I'm using my best ads for that. So whatever I already had, I just took the best ads and I put it into a whitelist CBO. And then the non-whitelist is just obviously your general campaigns you've been running. So yeah, guys, that's the whitelist arena and how to set that up. Now, next is scaling the actual TikTok ads. Let me zoom out here. This is going to be interesting. So scaling the actual TikTok ads is surfing budgets. All right. A lot of times I just surf the CBOs throughout the day. So again, like let's look at the surfing. I have a different kind of criteria. Like this one, I think the budget was at 500, but I just want to instantly say, hey, let me go to 5K. Let me just see what happens. Let me try to break it, because the ROAS was like 3.5 before. And if this doesn't hold after like $1,000, let's say if this doesn't hold after 2x the amount spent, I'll just lower it back down. So instead of 5K, I'll just lower it back down to like 2K or 3K, just to try to throttle the budget down throughout the day. Now, again, this is $1,000. The same thing with any of these campaigns. I don't care if it's a testing campaign. I don't care if it's a surfing campaign or a smart scales campaign. I am just surfing it throughout the day. Whatever campaign type is, it's surfing. Now, this depends on kind of your risk appetite. So, and your numbers, right? If you don't have like your AOV isn't above like $80 to $90, you're gonna have a tough time scaling this, unless your CPA stays like at the same, which is tough throughout the scale. All right, but you want to find your sticking point. So if you go from 500 to 1,000, that's great. Okay, if you go 1,000 to 2,000, amazing. But then I go from like 2K to 5K. Sometimes I'll skip this. Like I just showed you, I skipped this $500 to 5K because I'm like, you know what? I just want to surf this hard. And I'm monitoring this. So I'm doing all the media buying. I don't have a media buyer doing this. Like I'm just doing it myself right now because I think I'm the best at TikTok ads pretty much. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, guys. So this 5K jump it was at $500. I 5K jumped it. Again, this had a higher budget earlier, but I scaled it down because the ROAS wasn't that good, okay? And it goes with anything, again, with scaling your ads. So, and then I reset it, right? You can reset at 12 a.m. depending on your balls, all right? Depending on your balls, depending on if you have an appetite for risk. A lot of people, they'll reset at 12 a.m. Oh, 5K back to 1K or 5K back to 2K. Honestly, lately, I've been holding these budgets. If I feel a weird gut feeling, okay, 5K at 2,500, I'll drop it back down. Or I just let it stabilize at 5K and see where it goes. That was surfing budgets on the CBO level, okay? Other methods I'm about to test / have worked for me in the past for years. All right, this is tried and true. You can actually duplicate your winning CBO 5 to 10 times and surf throughout the day. So let's say we had one of these CBO straight ups that were solid. Instead of actually instead of just putting them all on a smart plus scale campaign, I can just duplicate the CBO straight up, those types of campaigns 5 to 10 times, monitor those throughout the day, scale those based on these surfing budgets. Find your sticking points. If they do well, like let's say it spent $200, $300 and has a good ROAS, surf it. If not, you can just turn these ones off, right? You can legit just turn these off, turn them on, turn them off. The next day you can turn them back on, and you just rinse and repeat that way. The next method that I'm about to do, this is a lot of manual work though. Again, duplicating the winning CBO 5-10 times throughout the days. It's a lot of campaigns. That's a lot of surfing. I'd rather just do smart plus scale, see if it holds, and just scale that way. That way I'm not managing like 100 campaigns per day. Next is the bid cap CBO, which is pretty much target CPA based with winning ads. So, you know, it's what it is, right? It's just a bid cap. You can set the bid caps based on your target CPA. You can have different target CPAs at different levels, and you just scale those with your winning ads. So you take your winning ads, again, from these 3 campaign types and your split test that you're running. And then you, like I said, test different target CPAs or target bids. So it's pretty self-explanatory in that sense. Also, other split tests that I'm running, it's not just the actual media buying alone with the ad account type. I'm also split testing different like offers, different bundles. So that just goes to show if you're gonna split test different offers like buy X, get XY, or X% off, get this for free, you can launch a separate campaign for that. Take your best ads, put that in there as well, and then launch a new product. So you split test the product, like redo your product page. You can split test your product page and run it like that, or you can actually use this app on the App Store called IntelliGems. That's a pretty sick software you can use as well to split test everything that you need. Now, guys, that's all I got for today. This was how to scale your TikTok ads and how I'm printing 37K per day. A complete full breakdown. If this video is valuable, again, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you want more videos like this, actually screen sharing and showing the results and showing the actual process. I can do that for you guys as well. If you want me to coach you up on this, or if you have a store that's actually doing numbers, I can help you scale that way as well. Everyone starts somewhere. I remember when I was barely doing any numbers, and this game is like a roller coaster. So just enjoy it, enjoy the ride, and happy to help you guys throughout your journey. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.